Hey there, if you're still deciding whether to buy a Zoom H1 field recorder, I wanted to give you some real examples of how the audio sounds. As a benchmark, first I'll give you an example of audio recorded on my camera's internal microphone. Then we'll mount the Zoom H1 at the top of the camera. We'll try it on a tabletop closer to the speaker, and then I'll give you an example with a lavalier mic plugged into the Zoom H1. If you'd like to do this test blind, just cover up the window or hide the video somehow and write down scores as you hear the examples. I won't tell you in the audio what the recording is, so you can get an objective sense of what kind of quality improvement this might provide for you. 7723. About 40 years ago, I was taking a long trip on foot over mountain heights, quite unknown to tourists. In that ancient region where the Alps thrust down into Provence. All this at the time I embarked upon my long walk through these deserted regions was barren and colorless land. Nothing grew there but wild lavender. 1228. In any case, I started toward it. It was a shepherd. 30 sheep were lying about him on the baking earth. He gave me a drink from his water gourd, and a little later took me to his cottage in a fold of the plain. He drew his water, excellent water, from a very deep natural well, above which he had constructed a primitive winch. This is 4243. The wind on its tiles made the sound of the sea upon its shore. The place was in order, the dishes washed, the floor swept, his rifle oiled, his soup was boiling over the fire. I noticed then that he was cleanly shaved, that all his buttons were firmly sewn on, that his clothing had been mended with meticulous care. This is 1141. It was understood from the first that I should spend the night there. The nearest village was still more than a day and a half away, and besides, I was perfectly familiar with the nature of the rare villages in that region. There were 4 or 5 of them scattered well apart from each other on these mountain slopes, among white oak thickets at the extreme end of the wagon roads. So I hope you found that as interesting as I did. It's pretty clear that when you move to the Zoom H1 on the tabletop close to your speaker, that makes a big upgrade in the audio quality. The lavalier mic is also a very, very nice upgrade. If you're still looking for more examples of different recording scenarios and you have questions about how things sound, I'm going to be posting a number of videos that compare various field recorders and scenarios, so you should be able to get a real clear sense of what something sounds like before you buy it. Once you're ready to make a purchase, it'd really help me out if you want to follow a link from the description of this video and help support my channel. All right, take care.